The truck is finally gonna make an appearance back in... Please stop. The truck is finally gonna make an appearance back in the garage. All right, Scooter. I need all music off just to film this intro. And then after that, it doesn't matter. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Just Like Smith channel. In today's video, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. We're getting the truck back on the road. So we're gonna be getting the drive shaft in this video. We're gonna be dropping the transmission extension housing, the transmission cross member in this video. We're gonna be getting the light bar installed back from powder coat in this video. There's gonna be so much content in this video, so stay tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this transmission cross member. We've got four, I don't know how well you can see this, but we have four 15mm bolts. The nut is a 14mm. The head is a 15mm. We've got two 21mm bolts that house this to the transmission. We've got the transmission jacked up with a 4x4, and this transmission will be free floating, and we can zip off this extension housing. Huge shout out to RG Diesel, Justin Lines. I think that's how you say your last name. But huge shout out, he sent me a rear extension housing with a new output shaft and everything. So huge shout out to you. He's been watching the channel for a while. And then we're getting our drive shaft in. We'll show you that later in the video. It's not in just yet, but in this video you'll get to see it, and I'll shout them out and all that stuff. It should be awesome quality for what I paid for it. So we're gonna go ahead and zip all this stuff out so we can get this stuff to sandblast and have it repowder coated. Let's get it. That's all I said, like that. Is this thing on? Open my door. Bro, I just now put $1,500. $60 a month is $1,500. Is it? Alright guys, so right now we are about to leave and go to sandblast, but I wanted to fix some of the gouges from where this stuff, like from where the transfer case broke off. It did gouge the cross member just a little bit. So I've already got the cross member fixed. I welded in that spot, and then I've also welded in, there was like a little bitty nick right there, nick right there, nick right there, nick right there, and there was a pretty large gouge right there. So what I done was I went ahead and welded that in, and now I'm going to use a flap disc on an angle grinder, and I'm going to make that nice and flat again, so then whenever it gets sandblasted, it'll be all nice and even, and it'll look brand new. You'll never be able to tell this even happened. So I'm going to go ahead and sand this, and then we're going to be taking it to sandblast. All right, so we just now got this light bar taken apart. We've got 4 pieces that are all getting powder coated after they get sandblasted. Then for the light bar, then we've got this cross member. We've got this piece right here that I just finished prepping, getting it done. Tow hooks and the bumper pieces, the bumper brackets. So that is everything that's going to come back powder coated in this video, and then we will be able to install it. All right, guys, so you all are also here on the Just Knox Smith channel going to get to see a first design change in this. So, you know, with a company making a product, they're constantly going to do R&D, even with customers' stuff. So with this transfer case breaking out completely, we were able to see how much threads and everything was actually exposed, and they would come probably to where there was like two threads left, and then these studs come to where it's literally there's no threads left. It's almost flush, literally almost dead flush. So this is a design change in the indexing kit, and this utilizing these studs also is going to make the install, so not only to add 1 or 2 threads, which from a strength standpoint probably isn't going to add a whole lot of strength, but what I really like about Trevor doing this is it makes the install so much easier. So putting these studs in and then mounting this to the transfer case. So putting these studs in and then mounting this indexing kit or this indexing ring to the transfer case itself is going to make installing it so much easier. Instead of having a bolt that you had to hold the transfer case up, align it to the correct holes, worry about the gasket, all of that, and then run your bolt into these holes, you don't have to worry about that anymore. So you have a stud. We're setting this on the 3rd setting, so these bolts go down through here. Then you've got setting 1, 2, and 3, and then we will literally bolt this to the transfer case with these bolts right here, so those drop down through here. And I do have a full YouTube video on installing this for a more in-depth footage and explanations and all that. But anyway, so I've got these studs in here with red Loctite. Trevor recommends to just run these down hand tight, and then the nylon locking nuts and the washer will go on next, you know, after this is bolted on. So then it will be just like that. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and load all this stuff up, and I will see you all whenever we get back from sandblast and whenever we get back from picking everything up from powder coat. So one thing that I want to run by y'all right quick, would y'all like to see me just upload as much as possible, like as many good quality videos? Like, I'm not saying like just post random stuff, but would y'all like to see as many good quality videos as possible? Or would you rather it be like a vlog style channel where I do a video every Monday and Friday? So like videos on Mondays may be like a product review or like a product overview, and then videos on Fridays would be like from Monday through Friday, like what all has happened for that week. So it would be almost like a weekly video. So we'd be doing weekly vlog style videos, and then like one product review or product overview, or maybe a how-to video, you know, one miscellaneous video on a Monday, and then like a weekly video every Friday. So is that something that y'all are interested in? Or would you rather me just continue just winging it and posting as much good quality content as I can, doing as much stuff to the truck as I can, and getting awesome footage and just doing videos just like I've been doing? So make sure you comment down below, but I'll see y'all whenever we get back from powder coat. guys, so we got the drive shaft in. I'm going to be throwing up their Instagram on the page right now as I unbox this. So, huge shout out to Drivetrain Industries. We're going to, hopefully, with this drive shaft, never have drive shaft issues again. So, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing open and get it out of here and show it to you. Right, the other one, by CNC?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this one looks
Legit.
like... This one looks legit for sure. And what a guy. He was like, from where I talked to him about how I was maybe going to paint it, he was like, I didn't put my sticker on it. In case you wanted to paint it. Like, what a great guy. And like all the newer trucks have that nice shiny aluminum drive shaft. I think I'm just going to leave it like this, guys. So here is, I guess, some of the weights from where they balance the drive shaft. So this drive shaft should actually be balanced properly and not rip everything out. He does send it already, you know, like with the U-joints and all of that. It comes with the flanges. And the awesome part about this drive shaft is these flanges are not threaded on this side. So guys, guess what? The slip yoke will be up at the transmission, which is exactly how I wanted it. So this flange is threaded. So the bolts slide through the transfer case, or the bolts on the transfer case, and thread into here, which right behind Scott here, I already have the bolts from Ford. I got all brand new bolts. Now this does utilize Sonax components, which if you don't know, those are very, very expensive. And this does come fully assembled, ready to bolt on, flanges, U-joints, the slip yoke, boots, everything. And for a little bit extra, he actually does offer it polished. So I think he leaves it in his lathe, takes it through the sanding stages, and machine polishes it, and it looks literally like a mirror. So if you don't want to fully polishing it yourself, you can pick up a drive shaft already polished from this guy. Yeah, because this looks so much better.
You know, I actually had people that were telling me that it wasn't the drive shaft's fault. You're telling me that somebody that this is their welding skill set, and you think that they can build a perfectly balanced steel
Drive shaft that's like almost 80 inches long. Okay.
I mean, right here, there's a cut from where he had to cut it apart and rebuild it once. Because the first time it was god-awful. And then the second time that he rebuilt it, it was even worse.
But yeah, you're right. It's probably my fault. It's probably my fault that it broke.
And there's so many weights and stuff on it that he balanced it with.
Like, it was balanced so good that the weights fell off. Yeah, okay. I think Drivetrain Industries has won this battle. Sorry, CNC Machine Shop in Lilly, Kentucky. All right, guys. Yes, sir. You see that hitch? You see that light bar that I just now got back together?
Oh, man. Brad killed it on this right here. Where it said rigid. You already know he wiped it off to where the rigid stayed silver.
Oh, my gosh. That looks so good. Got this little hitch back. Still got to put the pins in it. These are the face plates for the front. This is the cross member. Got Big Scott right here, sleeping on that monster shaft, son. Shine on with it. We got these brackets right here. And this bracket right here. Right there. Look at the Crocs. Look at the Crocs. They be matching almost real close. All right. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and put this underneath the truck. Then we'll be ready for that big drive shaft to go in. Then all we got to do is paint these brackets. I want to paint them black so then they're not visible at all. So I'm going to take those brackets out. These two right here for the light bar. And if you've seen that in that video, I was talking about powder coating them, but I'm just going to paint them black and be done with it. I think that looked better because I don't want the brackets to be visible. I want the light bar to kind of look like it's floating there. And then the brackets that actually hold the light bar on right here, they're black. So I feel like that'll look better overall. These being black, you won't see it. It'll kind of look like it's floating there, and you'll just kind of see that green outline. I'm going to try to muscle this thing under here. Hopefully I can get it by myself. I should be able to. And we're going to get this thing going. So let's get it going. Right now, let's get it, okay? Let's get it done. I want to drive this truck out of here tomorrow. It's literally like midnight right now. So I want to drive this truck out of here tomorrow So I will pick back up on this here in just a second, throw up a little montage of working on it, getting it back together, and I will talk to you after I pull the truck out tomorrow. Let's do this.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound.
No crazy noises. The truck is finally back. Probably can't hear me because of the wind. Those people weren't waving at me, but I waved anyway. Dude, I always be waving at people and they don't even wave back, and I'm just like, okay, fuck me, right?
Baby.
Y'all haven't met Brandon on the channel yet? This is Brandon. So first drive, we're like 2 miles away from the house. We just got her up to probably about 75, 80, and no vibrations, absolutely smooth, no issues. So now we can start working on the little things because I think the drive shaft is good. So huge shout out to Drivetrain Industries for knowing how to make a drive shaft, unlike CNC Machine Shop in Lilly, Kentucky. CNC.
Look at the dog! Look at the dog over here! Look at the dog. We're gonna really put that in YouTube video.
Big nose.
Big dog. Big nose. Big doogie. Big doogie.
So we got the truck back together, as you can see. It's still not completely done, so to say, but it's actually driving down the road now. And of course, like I said, the first drive shaft was garbage, so literally didn't change anything. Just put the correct, properly built drive shaft in the truck. And I've got it up to like 70, 80. I put like 60 or 70 miles on it. No vibrations, no weird feels or bumps or shimmies. No nothing. The truck drives awesome. And yeah, I'm very happy with it. So, that's going to be pretty much all for today's video. I appreciate y'all watching. And we're about to be making some more fire content very soon. Because we've got a lot of stuff that we're about to do. We're about to put like 40-something more rock lights underneath it. And we're about to do a bigger horn blasters kit, so the horn's going to be even louder. And then, after I actually drive it and put some miles on it and enjoy it, we're going to tear it back apart, except this time we're tearing apart the motor. So we are going to be building the motor and doing injectors, turbos, stuff like that, studs. This truck isn't studded. And for anybody that doesn't have a 6.0, that doesn't know much about them, I'm about to be dropping some like how-to content and stuff like that and talking about 6.0s because I've had 4 of them now. And I don't know everything about them, but I've learned quite a bit. So a lot of people always message me and ask me like, hey, I'm about to buy a truck. What about this one, blah, blah. Or like they ask me stuff to look for. So we're about to be dropping some content like that. So if that's something that y'all will enjoy, hit that subscribe button down below. But yeah, I'm just going to roll like a little edit of the truck. Thanks for watching. Always remember, everybody starts as nobody. Peace.